So this is the moment when we begin to wrap our 2021 Global Summit. We want to thank all of you who made the trip here to Cancun. For many of you, it was your first international trip in more than a year. For those of you who tuned from home or from your offices everywhere in the world, thank you for staying with us and for your participation. For everyone, we want to remind you that actually all of this content remains on the virtual platform until the 27th of May. So as we get ready for the closing ceremony, after which there will be light refreshments, sort of a post-lunch lunch out in the lobby and outside on the patio, we want to let you know you're also welcome to enjoy the wonderful hospitality of the Moon Palace Resorts, all the great restaurants and cuisine from around the world. It's been wonderful staying on this property as my first trip outside of the United States since January of 2020. I want to say, as your MC, it's been a great opportunity to be with you, to see my friends, to make new friends, and to be with people in person. I want to wish you safe travels, and I want to welcome to the stage the governor of Quintana Roo, who has some farewell remarks. Thank you very much. Safe travels.
Buenas tardes de nuevo.
Good afternoon again. It is a pleasure to be again with you. To greet Mr. Christopher Nassetta, Chairman of the WTTC and the Secretary of Tourism of the Government of Mexico, Miguel Torruco. Also salute Gloria Guevara, the President and CEO of WTTC, Arnold Donald, President and Executive Director of Carnival Corporation, to greet all the ministers of tourism that are here with us from many parts of the world, special guests, delegates from different countries, members of the WTTC, dear friends from the media. I was telling you that it's a great pleasure to be with you and close the activities of this summit meeting after days with a very rich dialogues, exchanging experiences, and designing a new tourism model, post-pandemic model. What is clear in our minds is that all of us need to reactivate the economy for the benefit of our communities and our families. The summit meeting does not conclude here. This is only the beginning of a new phase in the sector, and start again, for all of you, the Manila agenda that most certainly will find new challenges that have been set forth today. I thank you all for being here in Cancun, that you have seen the work that has kept us standing after 1 year and that needs to continue keeping us standing. We are the sum of wills, efforts, and responsibilities. I thank the entire business sector, which is key in this restarting of activities, key to move forward during this pandemic and epidemic, and of course, the evidence that if we want to do it, we can do it. And the tourism sector of the world is unquestionably a basic part of the economy of all our planet. Thank you so much. I thank all the organizing team, the WTTC team, all the team that organized all this event, the state government, people, and from the different groups that have participated and worked hard. Of course, we thank the Chapur family for being our hosts here at the Moon Palace Hotel. And I want to wish you good luck. Go back safe, safely at home. Here in Cancun, Quintana Roo, the Mexican Caribbean, we will always be waiting for you. Thank you so much, and my best compliments. We please
Distinguished
ask you
guests,
to
could you
hand
please
back
welcome
your
the
translation
Secretary of
headsets.
Tourism of Mexico, Miguel Torruco.
Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias, señor gobernador Carlos Joaquín González, Christopher.
WTTC, Gloria Guevara Manso, President and Executive Director of this great organization. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the President of Mexico, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, I want to thank again the leaders of the Council and all speakers, members, delegates, and guests for this great work they have done to contribute to a new start for sustainable and responsible tourism. I was trying to imagine what Buenos Aires, Sevilla, Cancun, cities of the WTTC summit, and the next one in the Philippines have all in common. So let me remain as the way traveling back in the 16th century. Let's recall the great visionary who widely opened horizons and found the way to unite people in most continents, the distinguished Portuguese Fernando de Magallanes. His famous voyage and expeditions departing from Sevilla all around the southern hemisphere through the coast of South America around Tierra del Fuego and arriving to the Asian continent, exactly to Philippines. I was what is called at the time the Great Sea Voyage at the age of discovery, came to show that the world is global, that the passion for discovering and traveling is part of the heart of the spirit, humankind. The travel industry has always evolved, innovated, and demonstrated that even against all odds, like we are all facing today, this transformative industry will always find the way to emerge the spirit of discovery. We will walk to talk by building bonds all the way to the next summit at Philippines. Mexico and Philippines have a lot of things in common. From the port of Acapulco with the galleon of Manila, also called in now from China, the exchange of silver, gold, silk, spices, and many other goods and treasures came to unite Mexico and the Americas with Philippines and the Asian regions. The Spanish was our common language for some time, and we also share music, gastronomy, the love of the family, and of course, making the visitors feel at home. We hope all of you had the chance to experience our country's great hospitality and millenary culture. The beautiful region of the state of Quintana Roo in the Mexican Caribbean is nested at the Mayan civilization heart. So before we say goodbye, I would like to share with you once again the Mayan sacred book, Popol Vuh, which express that we have all experienced it during these past 3 dynamic days, thanks to the WTTC. Let us rise up as one. Let no be left behind. Let there be neither one nor two of us, but all of us. So I would like to say that these 3 days will remain in our memory forever. This WTTC summit has made a before and an after, and we all here witnessed the relaunching of the new era of the global tourism and its new recovery together. Thanks the great captains that are working in this issue. Thank you very much. Welcome once again to our country, Mexico.
To officially launch WTTC's Women Initiative, please welcome President and CEO of WTTC, Gloria Guevara.
Thank you, Secretary Torruco. Well, I just wanted to, as it was already mentioned, I want to formally announce our next host, which is the Philippines, and invite you all to continue with the recovery of our sector in Manila. Our summit will take place in the fall, and as you know, we're very dedicated to ensuring safety, and we'll continue monitoring the situation carefully. I look forward to seeing you all. And I want to once again, we have not closed the summit. I'm going to go back to what the governor said. By now, I think it would be great to watch a video from Philippines. Thank you very much.
This year, the Philippines joins the world in celebrating the quincentennial of the circumnavigation of the globe. 500 years ago, the humanity of Filipinos saved the sick and hungry voyagers of a significant expedition around the world. The native Filipinos shared their food, customs, treasures, and opened their homes. A shining example of Filipino hospitality that paved the way for the expedition's success and a major breakthrough in world history and science. This year, we also celebrate a victory 500 years ago that has shaped our nation up to this day. The victory of Lapu-Lapu in Mactan has inspired generations of heroes who continue to overcome insurmountable odds and come out triumphant. It is this victory that guides our humanity. Manila today bears the beautiful influence of our mutual heritage, while being a modern traveler and a businessman's dream destination. Here, you will feel at home with the warmth and connection of Filipinos, whether in Manila or anywhere in the Philippines. Discovery and delight await you in all our 16 regions. Hospitality rooted in tradition and thriving in the present time. The Philippines welcomes you. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay.
The Philippines extends a warm welcome and invitation to one and all as we look forward to hosting the next World Travel and Tourism Council Global Summit in Manila. We, your Philippine partners in tourism, are eager to share our hopes, dreams, and plans for our industry, ready to do our share in the global effort to overcome and break down barriers in this new, dynamic, and unpredictable tourism landscape. Together, we have borne witness to the impact the pandemic has had on the world's travel and tourism industry. Nevertheless, this unprecedented health crisis showed us the importance of cooperation and the value of perseverance and sustainability. Working with the shared spirit of hope and optimism, we have emerged from this adversity and have begun our road to recovery. Through our determination and unwavering dedication to this sector, tourism will once again be a driver of socio-economic growth and improve the lives of millions of people around the world while championing sustainability. We will recover as one, and we will travel once again. Here's to seeing you all very soon in Manila. Mabuhay!
We are honored to be hosting the 21st World Travel and Tourism Council Global Summit, bringing together industry delegates from over 180 countries to forge a better future for tourism. The Philippines awaits the delegates of the World Travel and Tourism Council, providing the most conducive, safe, and ambient spaces to hold the summit's activities, combining first-class amenities and flavors with state-of-the-art technology. Your safety is our priority. Global standards in health and hygiene are in place in all facilities. Guest protocols such as temperature checks, hand sanitizers, and physical distancing markers are being implemented at all times. As an awardee of the Safe Travel Stamp, the Philippines is committed to make this a worry-free and pleasant experience for all. Together, we enjoin the world to make tourism alive and thriving once again.
Distinguished guests, would you please welcome to the stage President and CEO of Hilton and the Chair of the World Travel and Tourism Council, Chris Nassetta.
Well, what a day and a half. I have to say, I think this will be a point of departure. I hope this will be a point of departure for all of us in our industry, where going forward, we're not only on a road to recovery, but a quick road to recovery. And I think we here today and around the world, with everybody that's joined us virtually, I think have proved that we can safely gather again. We can safely move around the world and do it in an intelligent way. And I think when we look back in a year or two, I think we'll all look at this as a real point of departure. I want to say thank you again. I started yesterday at the conference thanking Gloria and the WTTC team for all the work they've done in the crisis, for all the work they've done in putting together this incredible conference that will be a point of departure, a positive point of departure for us. And for all the support, Gloria, you and the team have given me in my 3 years as your chair. And beyond that, I think about, and I said this at our executive committee meeting, you know, the passion of the people in this industry is amazing. We have an operating committee that puts more time than you know into this organization. You have an executive committee as well that's incredibly active. And then all the members here represented in the room and around the world that participate with us, not only in the difficult times of COVID, but in the times before that, and I know the times after this, in being such huge contributors to what we're doing in this incredible industry of ours. I chose this industry, I'm sad to say, not sad to say I chose it, but 40 years ago, sad to say, because it makes me feel old. And I chose it for a reason I suspect is similar to many of the people in the room and around the world that are watching. I like people, I like places, I like to see cultures, experience cultures, but more importantly, I like to have impact. And what I realized as a very young person is this is an industry that can have such an incredibly positive impact on the world. And we haven't lost that. We haven't lost the passion. We haven't lost the ability to do that. We had a year where we got set back, but we're on our way again. And I think this last couple of days is a testament to that. It's been an honor for me for the last 3 years to be able to contribute in small ways to help the industry and participate as chair of this incredible organization. I said yesterday, and I mean it, that while we were experiencing an incredible age of travel before the pandemic, many of us called it the golden age of travel. The reality is, as we get our footing, I think the next 2, 3, 4, 5, and frankly for the rest of our lives are going to be the best years in travel that we've ever seen. If we stick together, if we get back on our footing, we make sure that we are purpose-driven, that we're doing what we do for the right reasons, and that we're here to make the world a little bit better place, I think we're all going to wake up in 5, 10, 15, 20 years and be really proud of the impact we've had and the opportunities that we've created. In the end, travel and tourism is the greatest engine of opportunity the world has ever seen, and nothing will stop that. I have every confidence, while I won't be your chair, that with the organization at WTTC and Arnold Donald, an incredible leader who's going to be stepping into my shoes, that this organization will keep going and will pick up steam. The reality is, I'm not going to disappear. I'm not retiring from the industry. I'll be around and I'll participate. I'll certainly look forward to being in the Philippines. Arnold, I couldn't be more proud of the fact of able to turn the reins over to you and working with the team at WTTC. I know you guys will accomplish great things. It's been wonderful to be here. And again, thank you. I know everybody getting here was not easy. There was a lot of stress, not only in organizing this, but getting everybody to make the commitment to be here. I think it's been phenomenal. We appreciate you making the effort. I think, as I said, we'll all remember these last couple days as we look back on it. So thank you. Safe travels. See everybody in the Philippines. And I'm going to turn it over to Arnold Donald, who is now officially our chair, I believe, Arnold. It's all yours.
So thank you, Chris. Gloria, would you please come up for a second, please? Yeah. All right, good. So, Chris, I want you to come back up for a second. I want to thank you for your confidence in me, as you pass the baton, and for your ongoing commitment as a WTTC member to our work for many years to come, because you're not going too far. We need you. Yep. And so following you in this role is not going to be an easy task, that's for sure. I'm confident about that. But you have set us up, and you've set an extremely high bar in your time as chair. You've shown leadership, and you've shown calmness in one of the most challenging years for travel and tourism in this organization's history. And we can't be more grateful. And just know there's no way we can thank you enough for what you've done. But please, on behalf of all of us at WTTC, we want you to accept this expression of our gratitude. And I hope it helps you kind of memorialize some of the great experiences that you've had in your time as chair. So seriously, hey, thank you, Chris. Sorry about the mask,
no,
but good to
Indeed it does.
So let's have a huge round of applause, please. Here it is. Good. There we go.
Thank you, Chris. That was amazing.
Thanks, Chris. So thanks again, Chris. Really appreciate your leadership, my man. So, okay, I'd also like to thank all of our speakers and panelists this week for sharing their knowledge and experience and expertise with us. Special thank you, Governor and to Quintana Roo, and Mr. Secretary to Mexico for, frankly, your phenomenal hospitality and your very active engagement. It's one thing to host and to show up for a few minutes, but you've all been totally engaged throughout this summit, and that's been outstanding. I want to also thank the Moon Palace for the fantastic facilities and even more impressive service, and especially for helping WTTC host just such a safe and enjoyable event. It's been really fantastic. Let's give them all a round of applause. And my thanks to all of you here who came in person for joining us and for proving that meetings and events are still possible and are still very relevant. So it was very heartening for me, and I'm sure for each of you, to see each other face to face and to hear about all the good work that everybody is doing around the globe. For those who have joined virtually, thanks to you as well for tuning in, and we all hope that we're going to see you soon and in person the next time. And of course, thank you to the President and CEO, Gloria Guevara, and to the entire staff of WTTC for organizing and hosting this amazing event. If all the staff could just stand for a second, we just want to give you a great acknowledgement. You guys did an absolutely fabulous job. So real briefly, to the entire WTTC membership, I look forward to working more closely with all of you over the next 2 years on our common interests, not just a return to where we were economically back in 2019, but to accelerate further the many important initiatives of this organization in support of the global travel sector. And that includes safety, job recovery, travel of confidence, sustainable tourism, and our critical role in better informing the world on the importance and greater social impact of our sector. Now, in this past year, if it's affirmed anything at all, it's just how very much we are interconnected globally. And in order to move forward, we're going to need to enhance our collaboration. We're going to have to work across the public and private sectors and in every community to ensure those that need our help and support receive that support. Now, our next summit, as you've heard, will take place in the Philippines. It'll be my first as chair, and I hope we'll be able to meet under ever-improving circumstances as the world moves forward. Now, I know the WTTC staff are already working on a program that's going to provide even more opportunities for us to engage and strategize on the many issues so important to our global agenda and to continue the work from this summit. So I hope to see everybody there. And then finally, while this past year has had its challenges, no question about that, let's remember how blessed we are to work in an industry that creates joy, that brings the world together, that makes it a better place for all of us. You know, business travel and personal interaction has been and will always be the best facilitator of driving the world economy. So while virtual meetings have their place, and we'll all be using them now and in the future, the deep down human need to socialize and connect in person is fundamentally who we are. And as to tourism, more specifically, and that's a subject very dear to me, I believe that travel educates not just the traveler, but also the local people and the destinations visited, bringing people together who might never otherwise meet, so they can discover what they share in common and can learn from each other, and in doing so, grow to celebrate their differences rather than to fear them. So travel and tourism helps us to lift up communities. It provides good jobs. It creates real businesses all over the world, as we all know, especially in many places where economic opportunities are few. Most people don't want a handout. And they want a hand up. And that's what tourism provides. So be proud, WTTC members, you're making a real difference. Stay strong, stay united, stay safe, keep smiling. Hope to see you this fall. And until then, let's continue to work together to unite the world in recovery. Thank you very much. And it's my pleasure to welcome back Gloria Guevara, President and CEO of WTTC, for the final closing words. Gloria, thank you. Are you okay?
Thank you. What an incredible 2 days. The time flew. I wanted just to remind the viewers online and people here that the sessions have been recorded. We had over 112 speakers, I believe. Everything is available in our platform. You just need to make sure that you go to wttc.org/global-summit. I would like to thank all the speakers, our sponsors, and of course, our wonderful host, Governor of Quintana Roo, Carlos Joaquin. Thank you very much for hosting us or having us. Really, we had an amazing experience, and you're part of our history. I would like to take also this opportunity to thank Chris for his leadership. Chris, 3 years, and they went so fast, but they were probably the most 3 challenging years that we have seen in our sector. And as I say before, you have been really, truly our North Star and champion, and we will always be grateful. You are leading a very different organization with a very high profile. Thank you for all your contribution and the amazing work you did for WTTC and the entire travel and tourism sector. Once again, thank you very much. I have appreciated that advice, especially during the most difficult times. I would like to formally welcome Arnold Donald as our incoming chair. We are very excited. I'm very excited because of your experience, and your guidance will be key to accelerate this recovery and to write a new chapter for these organizations and to take us to another level. I think it's going to be amazing, and you know you can count on us. And thank you, Arnold, for serving this organization during the also challenging times in the recovery. Thank you very much. Finally, as I close this summit, I would like to call my team to come over to the stage, please. And also the team of Quintana Roo, Bernardo, Jessica, the team of Palas, I don't know where is, Pepe Chapur, the Chapur family, and everyone. If they can come here or just in one side so that people can see you. These, Rachel, Tiffany, Virginia, Maribel, I don't know if you can just be in one side so that people can see you because it's very hard. These guys have worked 24/7. I am the face of WTTC, but the reality is that they do the work. And you don't see their faces every day, but their contribution has been amazing. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to acknowledge my team, the team of Quintana Roo, the team of Palas, who have done an amazing job for more than a year to make sure that you have a seamless and an amazing event to recover our summit. Please come. Just make sure that you have 1 meter apart. A lot of people involved, right? Carmelina, all the social events, everything that we had. I hope you had a wonderful last 2.5 days. I'm sure I did. Don Pepe Chapur right here, please. Everyone that has been involved, thank you very much for the hospitality. I just wanted to take these few minutes to acknowledge and thank you guys for the outstanding experience. This was wonderful. I know there was a lot of long days, a lot of hours, and an amazing program. And this is the group that made it happen. I'm just the face. So please, a big applause to all these individuals. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's good, great. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Safe travel home. See you in Philippines. The ambassador is here. I know he's going to be hosting us in Philippines, and we look forward to seeing you, everyone, in Manila. Have a great return. Thank you. Thank you.
Please leave your interpretation headsets on your chairs. Please leave your interpretation headsets on the chairs.